Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Michaela and I make diamond painting videos here on this channel. And today I'm doing a whip and chat video, but instead of working on my work in progress, I am kitting up my new painting, you guys. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe we're at this point. I have been working so hard to get myself down to one whip, and now I have 4 sections left on Nightfall by Cat Fedora, which means I can start kitting up. And also that was kind of a slight sneak peek into the fact that I finished Cozy Christmas, but I'll talk about that more later. Today we're going to be kitting up my next diamond painting, which is 1950s Hollywood Street by Dominic, Davison, and Dreamer Designs. I'm really excited. Here's a better look at that original artwork. I have been anticipating this painting for a while. I just really enjoy like the Hollywood aspect of it, the cityscape. It's my jam. So I'm excited. And it's also been a bit since I've actually kitted up on camera. I think the last time I did it was when I was working on Inside Watery Eyes by Margaret Morales, and I really enjoyed doing that. It was a little bit chaotic, but listen, second time has got to be better than the first, right? I have notes for today's whip and chat, unlike last week where I went just off the fly, and listen, it worked out okay, but I don't want to do that again. But anyways, if you guys are curious, I am kitting up into the Elizabeth Ward containers. One thing I've noticed is that Dreamer Design stickers, if you guys can see there's like some residue on some of these stickers, or on the containers. That's from another Dreamer Designs kit. Unfortunately, their stickers are a little sticky. I could remedy that by putting some washi tape on the on the containers before kitting up, but I am too lazy for that. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna be kitting up this painting, chatting with you guys, and feel free to pull out whatever you're working on, work while I'm chatting, and I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get right on into it. Okay, so before I get into kitting up, before I started filming, I basically cut every single DMC and put it in order of DMC on my table so that way I can easily find each color. The nice thing about Dreamer Designs is that they actually put their drills in the strands by DMC, so it was really easy. But the first thing I want to do is fill up the biggest containers that I have, which is this size. And so I'm gonna kind of talk through a little bit how I do this since it's been so long. I basically find whatever colors have the most amount of drills, and that's what's gonna go in the biggest containers. So right off the bat, the only shade I actually have 3 bags of is 310, which is black. I'm just trying to see if I have any others. I think that's the only one. That's crazy. So anyways, let's go ahead. I'm gonna find the sticker here, and hopefully I can do this while chatting, and hopefully I don't mess anything up. But hi guys, I hope everyone is doing well. That took a while for me to be able to get the sticker off. My goodness, I'm so uncoordinated. But anyways, I hope everyone is doing well. It is Sunday. What are we on? April 6th, and it's 1:30 in the afternoon. So it's not nearly as late. I guess I don't really film these whip and chats that late in the night, but really I film them in the afternoon. But yeah, it's not really, oh my gosh, this is a mess. I don't film them that late. Anyways, but oh no, do you guys see this? It's like flopping. That's okay. But today it's been a busy day, but it's been a good day. This entire weekend has definitely been a little bit busy, but also chill somehow. I'm not really entirely sure how that works, but ooh, are we gonna have no static? Oh, see, now that's blissful, yeah? I'm hoping it stays this way. There's just a drill that's stuck. Another pro tip is to kit up over a tray, because if anything falls, in my opinion, it's just easier to find if it falls. But anyways, so yeah, this weekend was definitely busier than I anticipated, but it was a good weekend. Friday I worked, I had an appointment after work, and then I ended up going out to lunch with one of my friends, like a late lunch. So I literally ate like frozen mac and cheese that I heated up in the microwave for breakfast. I think one more bag will fit in here. So I had that for breakfast, and then we went to lunch at like 1:30. But we went to this really good local restaurant, and I ended up getting this sandwich. What did the sandwich have? I wrote it down. I'm just distracted. It had, let's see, chicken, tomato, garlic aioli, brie. It was really, really good. A little fancy for my taste, if I'm being honest. Would I necessarily get it again? I don't know, but I ended up getting that for lunch. Let's see. I have my trash can next to me, so I guess I should just throw away the trash as I'm going. I don't see any other bags with 3, like drill bags that have 3. So the next thing I'm gonna move into is if any of my special drills have 2 bags. If I am the type of person, right? I like my special drills to all be in the Elizabeth Ward container so you can see it like during like start photos. So I make sure all of my special diamonds get kitted up in the Elizabeth Ward. Otherwise, because like the Elizabeth Ward only has a certain number of containers that can fit. And so I'm gonna have to kit up some in my art dot as well. So I'm gonna kit up this AB08, which is kind of, I think, like 3865. I really don't know. There's no like, that's not a DMC code, so I have no idea. But anyways, so sorry. See, I get distracted when I'm doing, I'm trying to talk through things. Hopefully you guys don't mind too much. But anyways, what was I saying? I think I was just talking about lunch. It was really delicious, and I'm glad I got to see my friend. It's the friend that lives in the same apartment complex as me, but she texted me the other day, and she was like, hey, do you want to go get lunch on Friday? And I'm like, listen, I would love to get lunch on Friday. So that is exactly what we did. So I'm really glad we were able to do that. That was really nice. And then after lunch, I ended up going by my parents' house, and we ended up actually visiting my grandfather on Friday afternoon because they were doing at like his assisted living place. They were doing happy hour, and Friday was actually his 89th birthday. And so we decided to kind of crash it and go visit him. I don't know what color I want to do next. I guess it doesn't super matter. Let's just do this one. So we decided to do that on Friday afternoon. If I can get the sticker off. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh. I just pulled off 3 stickers in the meantime. Let's just carefully place this back on. Yeah, I don't think these stickers are pre-cut the best, but they're fine. They're pulling apart easily, so that's totally fine. So yeah, we went and did that on Friday. What else did we do then? I think I was gonna maybe have dinner at my parents', but I had a late lunch, so that wasn't gonna happen. And so I came back home, and that is when I finished Cozy Christmas. You guys, Cozy Christmas is officially done. I am so thrilled to see that project done. That arguably is one of my top Diamond Art Club paintings I've probably ever done. I think I was talking about this last week. I would say that maybe Big Sis by Ivy Dollamore has to be one of the top 3 as well. Did I say top 3 or top 5? Whatever. I think it would land in both, honestly. So I would say like Big Sis probably lands in my top 3 as well. I mean, Cozy Christmas really was such a good canvas to work on. I was really, really happy about it. This has like a little bit of static. Do we think I want a dryer sheet in here? Do I even have any like, I don't even know because I haven't really kitted down much. Ooh, but I found a rogue dryer sheet. We're gonna put it in because this was a little bit staticky. Nothing crazy, but I would rather have something in there now just to help the static. But anyways, okay. Next up, I have these next size containers, which usually fit 2 bags of diamonds. So I'm gonna kind of just go through the line and find any that have 2 bags and fill these up with it. So I'm gonna start with this one. Let's see, that's 14. So, yeah, I seriously cannot believe that Cozy Christmas is done. I don't know. That was the canvas I had started right after I finished Inside Watery Eyes. It was like my next portrait I wanted to work on, and I feel like it almost felt a little sentimental to me for whatever reason. Like, I don't know, because when I purchased it, this is gonna sound so stupid out loud, but when I purchased it, I was actually in Minnesota. That's when the whole Diamond Art Club Christmas release went live, was when I was in Minnesota, and and I remember that my family and I were gonna do an escape room, and I was the one that scheduled the time, right? I scheduled the time for right at the time of release, and that was dumb. That was on me. There were other options. I was just dumb. But no, I think like they were a little bit late to let us in, so I was able to still purchase, but I don't know, it just feels kind of nostalgic for whatever reason, having bought that kit while I was in Minnesota. And so like, yeah, for that reason it was nostalgic. And then it was the painting I picked after I finished Inside Watery Eyes, which I finished Inside Watery Eyes the day after I came back from the Taylor Swift Eras tour. And so again, for whatever reason, that just felt like really nostalgic. I don't know why I make associations like that, but yeah, it felt a little bit nostalgic. So I'm really thrilled to see that one complete. It's a little bittersweet for sure, but you know what? It's April. It's April. Christmas time is like done. So yeah, I'm really glad I was able to get that canvas done. There we go. This like set of Elizabeth Ward containers I've had since like the start, and they're definitely taking a beating, that's for sure. So anyways, that's what happened on Friday. Long-winded explanation about Friday. Saturday, which was yesterday, I started a new book. You guys, I started Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I talked about it a little bit in my diamond painting vlog. I talked about the fact that I had bought the book. This also has a lot of static. I talked about the fact that I had bought the book because I just wanted a copy for myself. So I decided to start it. Sometimes I get a little bit like nervous about really anticipated reads for me because I've been bitten in the butt a couple times from new releases that I thought were going to be spectacular, and then like I wanted to like DNF and I was like, no. But I started it yesterday, and so far it is so good. It is really, really good. 10 out of 10 recommend so far. I mean, I'm about 80 pages in so far now, and yeah, it definitely is really good. Man, I think this isn't really bad static, but I definitely think that first bag of black was deceiving. Because I thought this was going to be less staticky. I'm going to put a dryer sheet in this one as well. I have like a dryer sheet, so I'm just gonna rip it. I know some people cut it. I just ripped mine because I could not be bothered to cut that. So hopefully that helps. I'm gonna leave the dryer sheet out. So let's see. Let's do, where's my next two bagger? A lot of blues are the two baggers, which I thought the artwork was right behind me. Well, I guess the artwork's right in front of me. I meant the actual canvas, but there's a lot of sky. One of the cars is blue, so I could see it. 51. That's not 51. 3760. That is 51. I was, okay. Alrighty. So anyways, yeah, so I started that book yesterday. These pre-cut stickers are not pre-cut very well, if I'm being honest. These are kind of hard to peel, but once you get them going, they're fine. What else did I do yesterday? My parents and I went to Chili's for lunch. Very last minute decision, but always a good decision in my opinion. I love Chili's. I ended up getting the burger, one of the burgers, and I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I think that Chili's has some of the best burgers ever. I thoroughly enjoy Chili's burgers. I really don't know what it is, but I just think they're superior. So, I don't know. They also have a really good triple dipper. So that's when you can get like 3 of the appetizers. I just think Chili's is really delicious in terms of like chain restaurants. So that was nice. So we did that. And then I came home and I had a meeting actually with the other co-hosts for the Ivy Dollamore event that I'm co-hosting in May. There will be, I'll talk about that a little bit more in a bit, but I ended up doing that meeting with the other co-hosts yesterday as well. 57. Let's see. Oh, then actually last night I had a burst of energy at like 9 o'clock, which I mean isn't that late, but usually at like 9 o'clock I don't really want to film. I'm not a big fan of filming at night, like not like at night, because I guess I do film at night sometimes during work nights, but like I don't know. I would much prefer to film on a weekend day if I had the option, but I had a burst of energy yesterday and decided to film my Thursday video, which is going to be an Oraloa unboxing and haul video. I purchased a couple of Maria Chekhareva. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I bought a couple of her canvases. I bought Fairy Studio and Let's Game. And now that I have unboxed them, I seriously want to work on them so badly. Like, you don't understand. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. So, I don't know. Let's just add it to my never-ending want to work on pile. It's like, I feel like diamond paintings have like a very similar idea to like, kind of like your TBR pile, so like to reading, right? Like my never-ending TBR pile. It's my never-ending wanted diamond paint pile. TB, what do you want to call it? 2BDP? DP. To be diamond painted. I'm making things up. Let's see. I think that was the last bag that had the last like color that had 2 bags of drills, which maybe surprises me a little bit. But honestly, I mean, this canvas is an 80 by 60. Maybe that doesn't surprise me that much. I guess my next step, because I still have a fair amount of these size containers, I'm just gonna find random bags of drills that seem to be kind of full and like bulky and do that one next. I don't think I'm really gonna have a problem kitting this one up. Like, sometimes if there are more colors and it's a bigger canvas, sometimes I worry about picking the wrong size containers for certain drills, but I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with this. I'm just gonna go for it and hope for the best, so. Anyways, yeah, so I really want to kit up one of those canvases soon and work on one. We'll see, we'll see. I feel like I kind of have my idea of what I want to work on pretty well planned out for the next little bit of time. So I don't really think that's going to happen anytime soon, but you never know. I could finish projects quicker than I anticipate, but we'll see. We'll see. It's interesting because these drills are staticky, but they're also coming out of the bag pretty easily, all things considered. So, also I just realized I think there was another blue drill in here from a different color that just ended up in this container now, which I don't really care that much. Okay. It's kind of hard to tell which bags are more filled than others. Maybe we'll go with a couple of the ABs, because a couple of these AB bags are pretty full. And then at the end, when I'm done, what I like to do is put them all back in order, like DMC order in my tray system. So I don't care right now that it's going out of order, but that is what I like to do. Not a good reason behind it. I just think that it's easiest for me to find the symbols on the, not like on the canvas, but like find the symbols in my containers if I know where they are in the tray. A little bit easier. But yeah, these are not easy stickers to get off. I keep ripping off like other stickers with it. That's okay. Okay. So yeah, that was yesterday. Thank you guys for sticking along with me. Today, what have I done today? Yeah, this is the right color. I did some cleaning today, which I'm really, really happy about, because let me just tell you, I was supposed to do some cleaning of my apartment last week, and last weekend was just so busy and hectic, and when I did have downtime, I just wanted to have it to myself and not actually have to worry about other like house things. So I didn't actually clean like I wanted to. But I did clean today, and that definitely felt really, really good to do. So, I did some of that. What else did I do? Oh, I edited the haul video, which was fabulous. Plan for the rest of the evening. Nothing too crazy over here. I am gonna stop by my parents' house for dinner again. Yes, they feed me a lot. I don't care. I'm really grateful for it. But no, I'm stopping by there again because my dad really wants to try this local pizza place, and of course I'm not gonna say no to pizza, right? So we're gonna do that tonight for dinner. I don't know if I want that color. What do I want to do? This one's kind of full. Sure, we'll go with this one. What is that? 904? Where are you? Down here. So yeah, we're gonna do that tonight. And then I also need to stop at the library on my way over to their house and pick up a couple of holds, actually a few holds. I have 3 holds. Do you guys also ever have this happen where you place a few things on hold at the library, but like they all seem to come in at once? Oh my goodness. And then like once it's already like out to be shipped, like your item or whatever, you can't do anything about it. Like you can't cancel it at that point or like suspend it, but you can suspend it or cancel it if it hasn't actually like if there's a queue still and it hasn't started shipping to you yet. So I know, absolutely first world problems, but just like a little bit annoying. But anyways, I have a few holds to pick up there. I also need gas for my car. Ugh, I've needed gas for like a week. I don't drive very many places, so I don't need gas as often as like I feel like someone who drives more places would. I don't know, my car also has pretty good gas mileage, so I'm very lucky about that. I will quite literally never drive another car again. Like I will, when my car finally decides to crap out on me, I will quite literally buy the same exact model. Or not model, because the year will need to be upgraded, but like I am sticking with it. Also, like I think the driving anxiety part of me doesn't want to switch that up either, because I know how my car works. So plus I know it has good gas, which I love to see. I do not understand how people will drive cars that need gas like every I swear like 2 days. But anyways, I know that one of my parents' cars are like that, and I'm like, how do you do this? I would be so annoyed. But let's see. None of these bags are really filled that much. I don't know. I mean, this is the last container. I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'll go with, I don't know. Which one has more? We'll go with this. That's fine. So anyways, yeah, so that's kind of what I'm up to for the rest of the day. Probably just like relax tonight and diamond paint. I do want to diamond paint tonight for sure. If I'm able, I want to finish Nightfall by Cat Fedora for sure. Hopefully. So yeah, that's kind of what my weekend's been. Like I said, I mean, it was a little bit busy for sure. I was doing things, but I also had some time to myself and to get things done, which I love a weekend with a good balance. So yeah, that is what my weekend has been. Okay, there was like not a lot in that one, but that's okay. Again, it's all good. How do I want to do these last ones? So I sometimes I decide. So I have this size container left, and then I also have the smallest size container left. Sometimes what I'll do is actually do the smallest size container and then pick the bags of drills that don't have as many colors, and I'll go in and fill those up with the smallest container. And then go back to the medium or like second smallest. Maybe that is what I'll do, but actually what I'm gonna do first is finish off the special drills just to get those out of the way, and I'm gonna put those in the second smallest container. I'm mostly just talking this through with myself here. Which is probably what I would have done if I wasn't filming. I still would be talking to myself about it. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna finish this off. So that was my weekend, and then upcoming week plans. It's a little bit of a busier week, so Tuesday is an office day, so I have to go into the office, which isn't like necessarily a busy day in and of itself, but it's always like a tiring day, so I'm doing that on Tuesday. And then Thursday, I am going wedding dress shopping with my best friend, the one I was talking to you guys about last week, who asked me to be a bridesmaid in her wedding. Was it last week, 2 weeks ago? It was probably 2 weeks ago. My best friend a couple weeks ago asked me to be a bridesmaid in her wedding, and me and her and like her mom and her aunt and the maid of honor and maybe another friend are going dress shopping for her on Thursday. I can't believe how quickly that came up. I feel like it was just yesterday when she texted me asking if I was able to do it that day. So crazy. But so I'm not working Thursday. So I mean, it's kind of a 4-day week ahead. It really doesn't feel like it though. I don't know. Something about taking off midweek, it never feels like a shorter week, even though it kind of is. But yeah, that'll be really, really fun. And then Friday, oh my goodness, Friday, my apartment complex decided, well, okay, it wasn't really my apartment complex's decision, but apparently there's a new ordinance in Wisconsin where in apartment buildings, I believe, that they have to check that the fire alarm works in every single apartment complex, or not apartment complex, like every single apartment. And so on Friday, the apartment complex is going to be continually having the fire alarm go off from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m., which like sounds awful, right? Like it's a blaring fire alarm. So they recommended that people like not be here, but then they have to go into every single apartment and make sure that they can hear it from the apartment. So I am gonna be working from my parents' house on Friday because there is not a chance I am going to be here for that. That sounds awful. My ears already hurt when it accidentally goes off, you know, for 10 minutes or whatever. If it just goes off, right? Like it just sounds awful. So I will be working from my parents' house on Friday, which again, not like busy, but I'm not gonna be home. So yeah, that's kind of my plan for the upcoming week. Not a normal week, but that's okay. Things happen, and that's okay. I forgot this container. I mean, it was one of them. This container, for whatever reason, the cap is not, it doesn't really stay in here securely. I'll have to be careful whenever I open this one specifically. Michaela, keep an eye on AB740. No, but anyways, yeah, that's what I'm up to the upcoming week. Okay, so this is the last of the ABs, so that's awesome. Yeah, I'm weird about ABs, and like I like my ABs to be in the Elizabeth Ward system. Again, so whenever I take like a start photo, they can be in there, and I also just like being able to see all the special drills in the container system. I don't know, maybe that's crazy, but okay. So we did all of the specials. We were coming up on the 30-minute mark, so I had to change out or swap out the clip we were doing. But okay, let's go ahead and actually start at some of these smaller containers. Yeah, that feels like the move, and we'll just find colors that don't have a lot of each and hope for the best. I mean, like 54, right? There's not a lot in here. We can easily use this container. We'll do that today and see how that goes. But that is what's been going on in my regular life with some diamond painting stuff thrown in. Diamond painting wise, I did end up purchasing from Diamond Art Club this weekend. However, you guys can be like a little bit proud of me because I only bought the Steve Sundrum and the Rosie Scribbles. I did not buy the Chrysabug, okay? I was like, you know what? The Chrysabug's not a must. It's really, really pretty. Like, I'm so glad to see a male artwork. I just didn't feel like I needed to have it, and it was so funny because I was texting Ashley and Courtney and I was telling them that I had purchased the Steve Sundrum, the Rosie Scribbles, but I decided to hold off on the Chrysabug, and I'm like, the man isn't necessarily like a must-have for me for whatever reason, and they're like, I think we can guess why. And it just made me like crack up, honestly. If you guys do not know, I'm gay. And so yeah, I think like I will end up inevitably just being pickier about my male-centric artwork. I don't necessarily know why that is, but like that didn't necessarily appeal to me as badly as it did to some people. But I just thought that was so funny of them. But yeah, so I didn't buy the Chrysabug, but I did buy Steve Sundrum, Rosie Scribbles. The Rosie Scribbles sold out like really, really fast. I don't think I was expecting that one to sell out nearly as quickly, honestly, or at all. I didn't give that much thought about it. I kind of thought the Chrysabug would be the first one to sell out, and I don't think it was the first. Was it the first? No, the Rosie Scribbles had to have been the first, but yeah. I wasn't expecting that one to sell out nearly as quickly, but I'm glad I got my hands on it for sure. It's a really pretty piece of artwork. And then that Steve Sundrum. Ugh, Steve Sundrum can do no wrong. I really love his artwork so much. It's just so like whimsical and fun, and it just has so many fun elements in it. So, okay, this is a staticky color. I'm gonna have to put a dryer sheet in this one. I just flung a drill at myself, and I don't know where it is. That's fine. Yeah, the nice thing about a tray is, like, you know, if it falls, well, it'll, you know, fall on the table too, but if it falls on anything, it'll likely fall in the tray, then it's easy to just collect it later. I'm gonna put a dryer sheet in here to help out. Let's just rip off another square, but anyways, yeah, so that's what I bought this weekend. Like I said, I finished Cozy Christmas on Friday. I know I talked about that a little bit. And I have four more sections left of Nightfall by Cat Fedora. So, right, if I do one section a night, today's Sunday, I would finish it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That could happen. I might just like hunker down tonight and get a lot of it done. Otherwise, again, I don't know, because like this upcoming week's like a little bit busy, but I guess the beginning of the week isn't as bad as the end of the week. I don't know, because I'm going into the office on Tuesday, and I feel like on office days, I don't really always feel like diamond painting when I get home. I'm always just kind of tired. So we'll see. I will have it finished for sure by like probably Friday, but listen, who knows? Like, watch us like tomorrow. I have like a completion post of like, I finished it. I don't know. I feel like it's very just like, who knows what'll happen with me 99% of the time. I wasn't expecting to get Cozy Christmas, like the last two sections of those done in one night, but actually that wasn't so bad, because Cozy Christmas, that last couple of sections were not that confetti heavy, especially the last section. Really wasn't too bad confetti wise. There was a lot of color blocking in that section. It kind of took me out a little bit. I was like, wow, that's a lot of color blocking. I'm not a huge color blocking fan, but it looks so good as like in the end. So really glad to see that project is done. Oh my goodness, you guys don't understand. It's awesome to see that one being done. And I'm also very excited for Nightfall to be done. So I decided that I'm not going to do a post review for the Rainbow Mini Dazzle that I finished at the end of the month last month. I don't know. I don't feel like it's necessary. And then I also don't think I'm going to do one for Cozy Christmas either, unless you guys really want to see it. I don't know, it doesn't seem necessary to do a post review for either. I don't know, let me know in the comments if you guys want to see it. Listen, it doesn't matter to me, I just don't think it's necessary. But, yeah, let me know. Let's see. Aha, there we go. So anyways, a little bit more about the Ivy Dollamore event. If you guys don't know, last year I started a new event called the Ivy Dollamore DP Along, and I was hosting it alone last year. And it was from May 1st to May 31st, and I basically wanted to plan an event because May is my birthday month. Ivy Dollamore is my favorite artist, so I was like, well, I can do an Ivy Dollamore themed diamond painting event for the month of May and make it really, really chill, so people who, you know, kind of maybe want to ease into diamond painting events or also just kind of prefer chill events can do an event. And Ivy Dollamore DP Along 2024 happened last year, and it was, I think, a pretty good success. I really enjoyed it, and this year I asked Courtney from Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend and Ashley over at Messy Girl Crafts to, if they wanted to co-host with me this year, and they both said yes. So again, this event really is not changing this year. I will have an intro video actually out tomorrow for you guys if you want more info on the event. So keep your eyes peeled for that video tomorrow. But yeah, it's gonna be very, very chill again. Even our mini DP Madness event was chill. Like, I'm just not personally like the biggest fan, or not like the biggest fan. I wouldn't want to participate in an event that has a lot of rules. I think that stresses me out personally just a little bit more than it needs to. Also, there's definitely still a drill in here from last time I had this kit. There's like a blue drill stuck in here. Where are my tweezers? They're right here. I just didn't necessarily want to host an event that had a bunch of rules and things like that. It felt like a lot to keep track of, and so I decided to keep with the theme of it being a little bit more chill, and I will leave the Facebook group linked down below if that is something you're interested in joining. You definitely don't have to if you don't want to, but it's a fun community, and if you're interested in sharing progress pics, even if you're not gonna participate in the event, you definitely still can join if it's something you're thinking about participating in, or if you just want another fun little diamond painting community to talk about Ivy pieces with. Definitely join the Facebook group. I will leave it linked down below for sure. Let's see. I'm kind of just picking random colors at this point. I don't even know. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to add about the Ivy event specifically, but yeah, definitely keep your eyes peeled for tomorrow's video. I'm really thrilled that Ashley and Courtney are co-hosting with me, and I think it'll be really fun, and I will announce in tomorrow's video what diamond painting from Ivy I'm going to be working on, so definitely keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm excited to kind of announce that part as well, but yeah, just a fun event if you're looking for an artist-specific kind of event. So that's on the docket. Otherwise, I guess to kind of end off this video, upcoming videos for the week. I kind of talked about it already, but let's see. Today is the Whip and Chat. Tomorrow is the Ivy Dollamore kickoff video. I know the other ladies will be posting similar kickoff videos, but kind of in their own way and not tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled on their channels for sure for when they upload that. But yeah, they are also going to be uploading that, but mine's tomorrow. And then nothing on Wednesday, as of right now. And then Thursday will be the Oraloa haul and unboxing. And then Friday will be my, my diamond painting vlog. So definitely some fun videos to look forward to this week. I'm very excited about it. But anyways, I need to, these are, yeah, I mean, hey, they're going in. Uh-oh, we lost one. But yeah, I think I might end off this kit up and chat video here. I did not get all of it kitted up yet, but I am gonna go ahead and just jam out to some music and finish this off. Actually, what I am gonna do is add a dryer sheet to this. So hopefully this isn't as staticky, because that was a little bit staticky. But anyways, yeah, you know what, you guys, I think that's it. I think that's it. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, leave me a, let's see, ooh, last time we did cars when I talked about this artwork. Leave me, a TV emoji, because it's Hollywood. Sure, we'll go with that. And anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you're not already, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.